in Chatham Bay for over a week. It was awesome there, and we've just left, sailing out of the bay. So today was the day that we were going to head to Mayreau, around that point there, but as you can see, we're on our way back to Clifton. The country of St. Vincent and the Grenadines got a lot of vaccines in for the coronavirus. They've since just opened it up for anybody of any age, visitors, anyone. So we have an appointment for tomorrow morning at 10 to get our first shot. So yeah.
Since we're going back there, it's actually going to be kind of nice. We can get filled up with water. We'll do a little laundry, you know, get some more fresh produce and that kind of stuff.
Should be a nice little sail. Less than an hour here we can start to see Frigate Rock come into view. Go around that, head into Clifton. Almost any day is a great day for a little jib sail around Union Island. We adjusted the sail as the winds are almost always fluky and more powerful coming around the points of these islands, where winds from the Atlantic have direct access to flow into the Caribbean Sea. Back to Clifton, one of my favorite little cities, out here anchored next to the reef. Very beautiful, as always. We successfully got the AstraZeneca vaccine, but last night the both of us had some pretty decent flu-like symptoms, fever and chills, and had trouble sleeping. And yeah, so today we're still tired and just we've sat around on the boat, not doing much of anything. But I don't know, how are you going to make us feel better, Lindy?
With chicken pot pie.
All right.
This is a recipe that actually uses almost 100% like canned goods, not fresh stuff. Kind of a convenient thing, especially when you're not feeling too great.
Cool. What's going on over here in the cast iron skillet?
So I'm just sauteing up some onions. Then I'm going to add some canned mushrooms, canned veggies, and then a can of chicken. So the next step of making this is making the roux. I use some butter, and then you want to put an equal amount of flour. It's probably going to be about 3 tablespoons. Stir that around and cook it until it starts to smell kind of toasty. You know that the flour isn't raw anymore. So once you've got your flour toasted, then you're going to add your liquid. Mine is mostly milk, but some water, and you just want to make sure that you're like stirring it, whisking it constantly to help get the lumps out. And it's best to do this over the low heat. The lumps start to dissolve, and then it becomes a thick, delicious gravy, which is basically what is in the middle of chicken pot pie.
Let's check things out outside here. Sun's getting low over Clifton. We've not done much of anything but stay on the boat. It's a pretty place to be sick and be stuck though, so yeah, can't complain too much.
Okay, so after you get your gravy how you want it, you add your veggies. Then I've got some canned mushrooms, and I'm going to add that in, and then I'll add the canned chicken. And now I'm just going to let this come to a simmer and simmer for just a few minutes before I put the pastry on and put it in the oven. Obviously we've got to be really careful because our pan is smoking hot, like cast iron pans are. You just want to kind of drape it over it. All right, I'm just gonna fold it in for some little extra crusty bits. And I'm also going to just cut some vent holes in it. Okay, and then we're gonna put it in the oven. Alrighty, in it goes. 350 for probably about 30 minutes. I'll check it after 20 though. So I just took the pot pie out of the oven, and I'm gonna let it sit for about 10 minutes. But yeah, it looks delicious. Yummy.
Dinner is served. It looks delicious. This will be the first of probably a couple helpings for me. I think it's really going to make me feel better after a day and a night of not feeling great because of the vaccine. But yeah, about to dig in. All right, we've recovered from our vaccine, I guess, reactions that we had, and had a fun few days here in Clifton. And we're finally going to head the 5 miles to Meru, which we've been all around Meru, within just a few miles of it, you know, for months here, and have never been there.
Yeah, super excited. Yeah, I think it's gonna be like a beautiful anchorage.
What's the name of the anchorage?
Salt Whistle Bay.
Salt Whistle Bay. Cool, yeah. So we've got the boat all prepped. We're about to warm up the engine, and that's Meru right there, over top of the point. Take us about an hour or so to get there. Heading around the windward side of Union Island, we knew we would go through some big water from the Atlantic on our short sail to Meru, but we also knew the wind would be from a favorable angle for great sailing, so we had Holiday set up to raise both sails as we motored out around the reef of Clifton Bay. really left like just a second ago, and we're already approaching Meru right here. And there goes Union behind us. We just noticed we'd been there for nearly a month between our time at Frigate and Chatham and then back at Clifton. Really has a beautiful profile, Union does. But we're already starting to be able to see the main city here on Meru, which is Clifton Bay. This is just a tiny little island. I don't know if there's even 1,000 people on it. It's tiny. But we're going to come around that next point and go into, I guess, what will be Salt Whistle Bay is on around there, a little further north on the island. I think you can walk there. The island's so small, so we may just stay in Salt Whistle and walk everywhere from there.
Our short sail from Union began to come to an end as we could see around the point into Salt Whistle Bay.
All right, we're making our approach. It looks like a sweet little bay. If we can get in here out of these swells. We brought it in tight to the beach. We're getting the anchor down. It's crazy. Just a little strip of sand right there. The other side, the Tobago Keys is right on the other side of that. Lindy's getting the anchor set up. There's a little group of bar restaurants over here. A few other boats. Yeah, this is gonna be awesome. I like it. How's it going, Lindy?
Good.
After the Tobago Keys, Chatham Bay, Beckway, and really everywhere in the Grenadines, now seeing Salt Whistle Bay, we were in disbelief at just how many beautiful, perfect anchorages were in this country. Stay tuned for our next episode where we explore the entire tiny island of Meru from the beautiful anchorage of Salt Whistle Bay.
Nice clear water. Yes. Made it worse.